everybody, welcome to San Jose, California, and oh, cue up those ominous horns, right? Doo-doo. Yeah, we're in shark country. There could be a shark attack on the ice tonight. Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. The Bruins will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here. Quick shot! Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
He's got great rebound control and just pushes that out of harm's way.
Angles it over to Saka. San Jose's got the puck along the boards. And he takes the feed. Gaudet's got the puck. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. They've got numbers here. And there's the save. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Orlov's got it in the defensive end. Jukunin driving and shakes off the chip. Grabbed along the board by Celebrini. Stops that one.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you. And he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. San Jose's moving it up the ice. Boston's got the puck along the wall. Quick feed to Peak. Moving into the attacking zone. Nice feed at center, moves up ahead now. Sends a pass over. The Sharks have it from their own end. We got a whistle offside to call. Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. Windberg's won the draw at center. Looks to get the puck over to Toffoli. The Sharks cross the line and gain the zone. The Bruins get possession in the defensive end. Moves it to Osimo. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. And they cough it up at center. He grabs the puck here at the point. What a stop! Moves it quickly over to Windberg. Picked up along the wall by Middlestat. Oh, look at this. Quick pass to Beecher. Oh, did you hear that? That was a car crash up there.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace. Never forget sitting in a dressing room before a game and everyone's talking about physically engaging early, sending a very clean message. Well, that hit there, that is the response the coach wants. Get out there, be physically imposing on your opponent.
The Sharks win the faceoff. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Sends it out front. What a finish on the play.
This is a really smart shot through traffic, James, for recognition of the net front presence and screen. And the goalie drops to the butterfly position, really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it.
San Jose's on the board. The crowd's loving it. I even think the coach is smiling on the bench, too.
That's always a good thing when you look back at your coach and they're smiling, because it doesn't happen often, James. But one thing that does get a smile is a great start, because they now know that you were ready right from puck top, not from just a physical standpoint, but from an emotional side, too.
Puck picked up by Zadorov. And now he passes up to Beecher. Slides the puck to Gaudreau. On the attack along the boards. Taken along the wall by Dellandrea. Quick pass across to Leddy. With the backhander. Oh, what a save in front.
The game has changed so much. It's so fast, and the athletes are so strong. I mean, the training that you have to undergo, whether it's in the gym or it's functional, you know that these guys are constantly working in small space areas, working on their games, working on their legs. Their foundation, the lower half, is so critical, and this is a perfect example.
Slides it diagonally to Niza. Glove save made by Askarov. But
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot and you know that you've got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The Sharks lead it 1-0. Smith's gaining momentum. Sent into the offensive zone. The Bruins get a hold of the puck along the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Puts it on net. Here's a side the slap shot. Wow. From center they get into the attacking area. The Bruins have a hold of it in the defensive zone. And it goes off a stick. Here's a short pass to Arvidsson. Boston's going on the attack as they gain the zone. And loses possession after a solid hit. Here we go, on-man rush. He gets a chunk of that to keep it out. Works it across to Ferraro. Oh, stops him again. Puck sent over to Chanot. Takes a shot, and that's broken up. And that pass goes off the stick. Shuts him down. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up.
There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in a game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
Boston's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Nothing!
Hockey is a game of inches, and you know these athletes take so many shots on net in practice, and then they
Scores! All in for the rebound, and tucks it in for the goal.
I really love the fight for position here, James. He gets that second shot opportunity off of the rebound, and he makes no mistake over the glove of the goaltender.
Boston's on the board as quick as a hiccup after falling behind.
Well, yeah, and the counterpunch, though, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, how you can respond after you've given up a goal, and they do it perfectly here, James, to get the equalizer.
Keeps taking it from his own end. The Sharks gain control of the puck against the wall. Oh, and a great hit. That play to force the turnover by Lindholm. Scores! It's in the back of the net.
A pair of goals just 20 seconds apart.
Anybody who just got up for a quick snack is probably looking at the scoreboard going, what happened?
Well, don't blink. The game can change in an instant.
Absolutely.
That's a really tough defensive zone turnover. Now everyone's caught out of position trying to cover, except for the shooter, of course, who has all the time in the world to put it top bins.
Boston's gone in front by a goal here in the first.
Well, I really like the way they've competed here, James. They get the go-ahead goal, but they got to find a way to continue to attack. You got to play with killer instincts, especially when there's so much time left.
And that was read perfectly. What a play by Pete.
Boston's been disrupting play all night long, and this is because of their stiff position. You have to find ways to be aware and anticipate where that puck is going to be going. Doing a great job, but this is still a close one. They've got to find a way to generate some offense.
Lots of time left in this period. Boston's been the better-looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. Quick feed to Aereo. Battle along the wall. Tries to feed it over to Eklund. Across the line and on the attack. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck.
He's showing off his skill set, trying to make a silky move around the defender, but he gets denied.
Great poke check on the reach. Feeds it on over to SMO. Here's a chance. Traps that puck tight into his chest. And there's the whistle stopping the play. continue to lead midway through the first. They have really put on an offensive clinic so far. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Oh, nice use of the boards with the paint pass. Beecher's got the puck in his own zone. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. And now he tries to get it across to Godet. Intercepts it at center. That goes off its way. Moves it to Dickinson. Sends the pass over. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. And that's a great hits-up play by Yokiharu. Tries to get it over to Beecher. Sends it in on the attack. Picked up along the boards by Dickinson. The Sharks move it ahead. Boston's got the puck inside the defensive zone. The Bruins will play it in their own end. Here they come up along the wing. Puck sails onto the bench, sending a few people ducking. More than half the period left to play. It's a 2-1 hockey game. And off the draw, they take the puck. The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Avoids the poke check. Moves around along the half wall. Quick shot! Blocked by a skill. Quick pass to Ferraro. Puck scooped up by Dellandrea. Oh, he steps up with the glove to stop that one. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Boston's got possession here in their own end. Gains the zone on the left wing. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Puts it in deep. Scooped up along the wall by Goodrow. And he makes the save with ease. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. The Bruins have been the dominant team here midway through the first period, and they lead it. The Sharks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Takes the feed from the left side. Makes a move, and the puck hops away from him. Moves it quickly over to Ferraro.
Sorry, James. Didn't mean to step on your toes, but that was a massive hit, and now the play continues.
San Jose's got possession at center. And he loses control here. Angles it over to Kiki. The Bruins play it along the boards. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. San Jose's got it in their own zone. And a little physical there with that collision. The Bruins get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Quick pass across to Lowry. And he takes a shot. Ascarov's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Still lots of time left in the period. It's 2-1. Celebrini's won the draw inside his own end. Shot! And a great save! Slides it diagonally to Letty. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Quick pass to Celebrini. Into the middle! Scores! What an opportunity and delivers!
He does a great job of maneuvering his body to get available in tight to the goaltender. Anytime you're net front, you want to find a way to get your stick on a puck. This one-timer that he's able to get off beats the goaltender clean.
The Sharks get it back to even Steven here in period number 1.
Yeah, and halfway through the period, they find their legs. You can certainly tell that they found their mojo a little bit here, and they're able to get on the board. You got to trust the process in these games. If you can play consistent, you'll get your high looks.
And a room here. San Jose's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. The Sharks are across the line and into the offensive end. Denied by the goaltender.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
San Jose's got the puck. Dishes it to Desharnais. Puck grab by Wenberg. Taken by Lindholm. Boston's got the puck against the half wall. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Desharnais got it in the defensive zone. With possession along the wall. Boston's got possession of the puck. Lindholm stick handling in his own zone. They've got some momentum here. Grabbed along the board by Pastrnak. Hammers one from the point. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. And now it's over to Skinner. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Works it across to Pastrnak. Passes it to Dellandrea. Gets the puck in deep. The Bruins gain possession along the wall. Slides the puck down low. Boston's got control of it now from their own end. Feeds the puck over to Lindholm. Grabs it in his own end. Hard hit frees up the puck. Knocked off the puck. Boston's gained possession along the boards. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. There's a shot. Oh, he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Scores! A timely finish, and they've taken the lead.
Sometimes you can feel momentum swing, James, and you can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little puck luck and they put it in. Love this play, James. Sometimes when you catch a puck and it's on your backhand, you don't have time to move it to your forehand, so you let it go quick, and the goaltender doesn't have a read on it.
Boston's jumped ahead by 1 here in the back half of the opening period.
That goal-ahead goal should give them a real shot in the arm, a boost of energy, James, as they finally get rewarded for their shots to net. I love their puck pursuit. It has been outstanding in this game. If they can continue that and continue with the momentum, you got to feel and believe that they're going to get another one.
The Sharks gain control of the puck. Here's a short pass to Dellandrea. Quick feed to Gaudreau. Moves the puck across to Corrali. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. And the puck skips away after that move. Fires it. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps it on day. Feeds it over. The Sharks have it now. Moves it to Gutted. Right through center and into the offensive zone. San Jose's got it now. Grabs the puck. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Bruins have used their advantage in shots to take the lead here in the first. Off the draw, they take possession. Boston's got the puck in the defensive end. Moves it quickly over to Minton. San Jose's looking to break out of their own end. Quick pass to Misa. And it goes off a stick and off to the side. And he stakes that one with the glove. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Past the midway mark in this period. It's a one-goal hockey game. 3-2 is where we sit. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Into the offensive zone. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Fantastic save!
Ascarov's able to deny that scoring chance right from the slot area, James. That's a beautiful one.
Sends it into the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Lindholm. Tries to get the puck to peak. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Takes the feed up ahead. And he's knocked off the puck there. Nice zone entry from the middle. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
And he takes the pass. Quick feed to Pasternak. Looking to make something happen along the boards. What a steal in his own end. Boston's got possession here in the offensive zone. Oh, and just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Tries to feed it over to Goodrow. Takes the pass. Stones him in front.
These are always high-tempo pace games. They are fast because the puck is slinging back and forth right now, trading chances at either end.
Boston's been very impressive to watch in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in the first. The Bruins win the draw. Middlestats lugging the puck. Here they come on the rush. Comes into the paint. Wicked stop by the goalie who got his glove out to knock it away.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Big time stop there. Picked up along the wall by Yokiharu. San Jose's got the puck in their own end. Dumps it into the ozone. Throws it along the wall by Toffoli. Here's the shot. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Sweden. And a great save. Look at this attack. It's smothering here. The fans are loving it. Penalty coming up here. Goodrow's been flagged for cross-checking.
Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
Well, as both teams dig in for the face-off here, just moments away, it's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here.
An opportunity with their first power play of the game, an offensive zone draw. You got to be on the same page, and it's huge to win. Possession is
Scores! And they capitalize with the extra player on the ice, and it's a power play goal.
While using the advantage of having extra ice available to them, James, that's why their most skilled players are on the ice. That one's executed to perfection. This is a great power play goal, James. They have the execution in terms of their passing along the outside, and then they attack the net with a shot. You have to have net front presence and create a screen. That's exactly what they have, and they capitalize as a result.
Boston's on a mission tonight. Boy, do they look dialed in.
They look dialed in, and they look fast. There's so much motion. Everyone is moving, and when they're moving, they're disrupting coverage and giving themselves lots of looks at the net, and they've been rewarded with a couple goals.
And makes the routine save.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Moves the puck up to Beecher. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Boston's got it from behind the net. Here's the chance. Tremendous stop by Askarov.
Well, he's dialed in to make the save with his mask, James, but I don't know how dialed in he's going to be now. He might be a little fuzzy.
Oh, what a save on the play. San Jose's gone into the wrong zone. Moves it to Corrali. And now it's grabbed by Celebrini. Moves it quickly over to McAvoy. Fires it on net. Comes up with the stop.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
Well past the midway mark of this period, Boston's been the better club as they hold a 4-2 lead lead at this point. San Jose's got a hold of the puck. Dished on over to Goodrow. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. The Bruins have it against the wall. Here's a shot. Misses a golden opportunity there.
Players work too hard to have the puck on their stick and to get to scoring areas to not hit the net. Even if they don't score, they'll get a rebound if they at least hit the tender.
Picked up along the boards by McAvoy. Slides the puck over to Chanot. The Sharks have it from their own end. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Toffoli. To his teammate. Makes the save. They go on the attack through center. San Jose's got the puck. Scooped up along the wall by Reeves. And he sends it across to Wenberg. And makes the save. The Bruins look to start the transition game. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Puck picked up by Leddy. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Middleston. Scores! Make it 3 in a row, and they're humming now.
Well, they certainly are. 3 in a row. They've got their opponents on their heels. It is a wave. You can feel it. The energy every single shift. They're getting it in. You know it's a hard shot when the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still trickles in.
The Bruins already lead it by a significant margin here late in this first period. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Picked up along the wall by Pasternak. How did he stop that one? Sends it ahead to Misa. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Gets it over to Smith. The Sharks gain the zone. Quick pass to Smith. Boston's got the puck along the boards. San Jose's got possession. Oh, kicked it out with the pad off that deflection. Trying to shake the defender. Slides it across. Passes it across.
Sarah's found his rhythm here as we look at that last save. I mean, he has to be so on the mark right now, true position to be able to make it. His read is perfect. He's tracking well. I mean, you have to be quick and athletic to make that one.
Boston's execution has been on point so far here in this first period. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Shuts him down. The Sharks will play from the defensive zone. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Shot! Big time glove save by Swayman.
I'm not sure how he kept up to that shot right from the slot area, James, but man, he flashed the leather. He made the save, no rebound to boot.
Here in the later stages of this period, Boston's got a 5-2 lead. Oh, quick work with the stick and comes up the ball. And he keeps that one out. Angles it over to Esimo. And here at center, that's intercepted. Passes the puck over to Toffoli. And the officials are calling a delayed penalty here. Looks like a trip. And there's the whistle stopping the play. The Bruins are going to be shorthanded as they are called for tripping.
Well, he's going to take the feet out from under his opponent here, so he's going to get the tripping call. That's going to be a 2-minute minor as he marches to the box here, James. That's a frustrating one for everyone on his team. He was in and amongst the scrum, just got to find the puck.
San Jose sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the center.
Trying to get it down the ice. And they get the puck out of the zone, and that's a break for the squad.
Oh, yeah, this PK unit, they're up there for a reason, James. You have to be able to clear the puck, and it's easier said than done, but they make no mistake this time.
dumps him in. San Jose's got a hold of it along the wall. They fight for it along the boards. Moves the puck into the attacking area. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. The Sharks gain possession. Intercepted.
The Bruins are dominating play tonight. They've got so much speed. It's almost like they're a step ahead of their opponent, and they're anticipating. They're shutting down so quickly and retrieving pucks. When you have that ability to intercept and go the other way, you're a deadly team.
Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. And the puck clears the zone.
That's why you want players with active sticks on your PK, James. They can close quickly, and they can corral the puck and just fire it down the ice.
The Bruins move the puck in the defensive zone. And they get the puck out. Scrum along the wall. Angles it along the blue line. And he blocks a shot. Great defensive play. That's wide to the net.
Well, he got to the right place at the right time here, James, but a little bit of panic sets in, and he fires it wide. I mean, you can't miss by that much. I mean, it's a landslide out there, and he certainly didn't convert on it.
The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end.
Can't generate opportunities on a power play when you spend the majority of it in your own zone, and the fans certainly don't like it.
Puck dumped in. Taken along the wall by Lindholm.
Mahara is almost back on the ice.
Quick pass across to Dellandrea. And the power play comes up empty. Both teams back to even strength.
Well, the only good thing about that power play unit was they got in zone and got set up, but you can have all the possession time in the world, but if it doesn't generate opportunity, it means nothing.
Here's a shot. Gets a piece of it to make the save. Smith's moving it ahead. Tries to dangle and the puck skips away.
It almost looked as if he was going to get by the defender, but that extra move took his space away, and it goes the other way.
Finds some space in the corner. Ascarov's got the puck and he's going to hang on.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Boston's offense has been shining brightly so far in this first period. And with the two centers tangled up, the wingers skates away with it. San Jose's across the blue line. Boston's got the puck. Looking for space inside the D zone. Sends it in deep. The Sharks gain control of the puck. Gains the zone through center. There's a centering pass. And that's stopped.
Swayman's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
The Bruins have created a lot of scoring chances so far, and they lead it late in this first period. Oh, that's a great hits-up play by Yokiharu. Well, there's the horn ending period number one, but this one is far from over. Lots more action to go. Second period is just around the corner.
Hey fans, don't forget to enter tonight for our team signed poster, which will give away before the end of tonight's game.
Second period set to get underway. Here we go. Lots of time left in this one, but certainly a lopsided affair to this point. We've had an intermission. transition to settle things down after the first period. How do you process what you've seen?
Boston's had a great start to this game. They look like a team on a mission that's really bought into the game plan as they look to execute and get lots of shots on net. You look at the underlying metrics. They've owned the puck in terms of possession.
The Bruins have dominated them thus far and continue to do so here in this second. Lindholm's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. The Bruins lead here in the second period, and they have been the more active team offensively. And off the draw, they'll take possession.
Well, there was certainly pressure on the center to win this draw, coming off of an icing where everyone's tired. You get the win, you get out of your zone.
And that was a good heads-up read to make that save.
Swayman's been solid here tonight, James. I mean, look at his save percentage. He's been excellent between the crease, and that's making the saves that you need to and you want to at the appropriate moment. Man, his team's been effective going north.
Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Scores! It's in the back of the net. I think he knocked it in there, Cheryl.
Oh, that is such a deflating goal and a real tough one for him to take. I think he lost sight of it, didn't know where it was, and as he turned around, he knocked it himself. Oh, that's a tough one to take. Oh, he's got to be sick to his stomach, James. That's such a deflating goal. He thought he had as he's looking for it. He just pushes it into the net. That's frustrating.
The Bruins are having a laugh tonight, up by a bunch now.
Well, when it's working for you, it's working for you. And you know that the coach loves this as well because guess what? The entire bench is going to be utilized. They're all in rhythm. Get them all out there.
On the attack, they come down the right wing. Hits it over on the attack. No chance on the redirect. And he gets a glove on it to keep it at bay.
Now the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out of top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. And now he moves it to Kiki. The Sharks in control of the puck against the wall. Wimberg's got it along the boards. Dishes it off. Loose. He's got a little jump. Scores! Clinical.
Looks over his shoulder and the presence of mind to know where everyone is and keeps moving forward. And what a finish that is on net.
All right, we're going to get a goalie change here.
Sometimes you just have to reset, and they're going to get him out of the net, and he's skating off fast. He wants out of there.
The Bruins are having one of those nights, Cheryl, that everything that can go right is.
Yeah, it's all going right, James, because they're doing everything right. They've been dominating play in all three zones, and they've been rewarded for it.
Gets a piece of it with the glove. A little rock and sock him on the play. Moves the puck along the half wall. And that's deflected. From the back of the cage with the puck. Here's a short pass to Smith. San Jose's moving it along the wing. Quick feed to Smith. Turns save and a howitzer. In front and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. The Bruins continue to lead big here in this second period. Boston's won the defensive zone draw. Moves it to Costello. Dumps it in. The Sharks have it now. Picked up along the boards by Costello. Ferraro's got
shot.
The Sharks have it now. Oh, he caught him.
That's a thunderous hit along the boards. He's bone-crushing, James. You feel that one right from your toes all the way up to your shoulders. Talk about finishing a check.
Nedeljkovic is going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. The Bruins have dominated in the shot department here early in the second, and they lead this one. Lindholm's won the draw. They'll look to set up. And he takes the feed. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Denies him on the one-timer. The setters will glide into the dot. Lindholm's won the draw. Grabs control of it at the point. And comes up empty. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Takes a shot. Denied with the leather by Swayman.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
The Bruins win the draw. From the right side, takes the pass.
Pasternak's picked up a few assists in this game, and his team is leading. I mean, when the puck's on his stick, he's making things happen. His awareness, his ability to thread the needle, it's off the charts tonight.
The Bruins have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. Celebrini's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. San Jose's got a hold of the puck. The Sharks take it across the line. Receives the pass. San Jose's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Great pass from the left wing. Skinner's got the puck. Passes it in front. And that chance is blocked. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. San Jose's looking to break out of their own end. Slides it diagonally to Cadet. Sends it past the front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Scooped up along the wall by Minton. Oh, and almost fooled up, but he saves it. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Boston's really put the pressure on here offensively, and they lead in the second. Winberg's won it off the faceoff. Desharnais moving the puck through his own zone. And that's picked up by Geekie.
The Bruins have picked off yet another pass, James. This is incredible. They dominated play all night long. They're all over the place, and they know exactly where to be at the right time to shut it down.
Big time stop there. Grabbed along the boards by Lowride. Takes the feed. Sends it to the middle. And that's blocked in front. Slides the puck up from the left side. The Bruins gain control of it. Nice dish from the left wing. San Jose's got the puck in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Winberg. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Easily turned away by the goaltender with the glove. Boston's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. The Bruins come up with a defensive zone draw. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Puck scooped up by Goodrow. Here's a chance to try to get it out of the defensive zone. Boston's got the puck along the wall. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. The Bruins will be tough to beat tonight if they continue to play the way they have been, really active in the offensive zone. Minton's won the face-off. Boston's looking to break out. San Jose's got it in the neutral zone. The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Brings it from the blue line to stoppage in play. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. Swoops in and grabs the puck with the centers tied up in the scrum on the draw. And he serves it across to Misa. Slides the puck over. Quick pass to Misa. And a great save. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Quick feed to Beecher. And now he angles it across to Costello. From the point, looks to make something happen. The Sharks gain possession in their own end. Boston's gained possession along the boards. Here's a short pass to Smith.
Boston's had a fantastic night all the way around, and when you feel this way, you're confident, you're playing with puck possession, you're distributing it the way you want. All lines are contributing. This is a nice feel as they head to the intermission.
Oh, what a glove save! Wow!
We know the goaltender was set to this position, square to the shooter, to be able to make that glove save.
The Bruins lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. The Sharks win it in the defensive zone. Moves the puck. They've got numbers here. Win the stop. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Boston's message going into this one when we talked to them at the morning skate was to get a lot of pucks on net. They've done just that, and they lead as a result. The Sharks win it. Moves it to Skinner. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Here's a chance. Oh, there's a great stop by Sweden. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Loose puck battle along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Pasternak. The Bruins are on the attack. He grabs the puck here at the point. Handles the pass. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Moves it quickly over to Desharnais. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Oh, he makes the save. Just not enough to keep it out.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
They go on the attack from the left side. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. We're going to face off after the puck stays covered up. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Center's jammed up, and the winger grabs the puck. The Sharks take possession in the defensive end. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you gotta love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
Broken up by Ekman. And a good solid hit on that play. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Giroux's got it along the wing. There he is, wrists are on net. Gets a piece of it with the glove. Dishes it to Wenberg. Inside the offensive end now down the left. The Bruins look to start the transition game. Takes it from the right side. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by Smith. And it's kicked away. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. And that's blocked in traffic. Slides it across to Peak. And that's broken up by Khrushchev. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. San Jose's ready to go on the attack. Moves the puck to Celebrini. The Sharks gain possession along the wall. Shuts him down. Covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Boston's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Works it across Toyoki-Haru. The Bruins will play it in their own end. And that's stolen by Goodrow. Boston's got a hold of it along the wall. The Sharks gain possession of the puck here on the offensive end. Big time stop there.
This shot's coming from the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Slides it across. Comes up with the stop. And that's off a stick. Boston's got possession of the puck. And now he tries to get it across to Kiki. The Bruins looking against the half wall. Dellandria's taking it from his own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Boston's got a hold of the puck now. From along the boards. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Taken along the wall by Yoki-Haru. Esimon's got it in the defensive end. Quick pass to Yoki-Haru. Boston's in on the offensive attack now. Slides the pass over to Cadet. And he sidesteps the check there. Takes it to the front. Denies him in close.
He reads this play perfectly, James. He gets tight to the shooter. There's no room to slip by him.
Puck goes out of play. We got a face-off coming up.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Boston's message was clear coming into this one. Lots of shots on net, and they lead here in this second. San Jose's going to start off with the puck here in the neutral zone after winning that face-off. Boston's got the puck. Saka's got the puck in his own zone. Look out, here they come on the attack. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end. The Bruins ready to go on the attack. Oh, what a save on the slapper. Pushes it across to Skinner. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. Oh, a quick little pickpocket on the play. Quick feed to Dickinson. Feeds the puck to Celebrini. Taken by McAvoy. From the open ice, they gain the line. Tries to feed it over to Smith. Moves it to Kurashev. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by McAvoy.
Boston's been working hard all night long, in particular in their defensive positioning. They're just shutting down, closing all of the white ice with those sticks, intercepting a ton of passes. They're dominating.
Feeds it to Lindholm. And now it's over to Arvidsson. The Sharks get a hold of the puck along the boards. The Bruins get a hold of it. Picked up along the boards by Leddy. Picked up here in the neutral zone by Khrushchev. They put the puck into the offensive end. Boston's got a hold of it against the wall. Angles it over to Arvidsson. Reaches out and uses the stick. San Jose's got it in their own zone. Sends it over to Eklund. Boston's got it from behind the net. Takes the shot. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Puck grab by Jeannot. The Bruins carried along the wall. Here's a chance. Easily turned aside by Nedeljkovic. Pass back to the point. Oh, that save. Tremendous agility there by Nedeljkovic. Oh, and a good heads-up defensive play. Scoops up the puck and he's in on the breakaway. He scores! That's how you finish the breakaway.
Well, he breaks away from the pack with his speed. James makes no mistake. Very decisive and puts it in the back of the net. Man, is he ever flying, James? It looks like everyone else is shot rip.
San Jose's been outworked all night long, but they finally got something they can push back with now.
Yeah, they've got to continue to push as well if they want to give themselves an opportunity to feel like they can get back in this one. And that's going to start with some hard work, the good old intangibles, and the feeling that they can get back in it. It all starts with execution, though, James, and have to play physical.
And he takes the dish. Great defensive effort with the stick. Gets a glove on it to make the save. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Boston's had the better scoring opportunities, and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Here's a short pass to Kostelic. Boston's caught the puck against the boards. Quick pass across to Wenberg. San Jose's moving it into the offensive end. The Sharks played along the boards. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Whacks into the offensive zone. San Jose's got the puck along the boards. The Sharks take it along the wall. San Jose's on the attack. With a big-time glove save.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Oh, how to fault it, but he keeps it out.
Nedeljkovic is dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
Moves it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Quick pass over to Corrali. Can't get a hold of that pass. Looks to pass it to Goodrow. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Oh, and look who gets rocked once again.
Well, he's a target now, James, because he's got a lack of spatial awareness. You got to keep your head up if you want to play this game and be safe in it.
And they'll dump it in. Coughs it up on the play. From the left wing, takes the feed. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Center pass in front. Picked off in front. Passes it over to Dellandrea. Punks it away in his own end. Sends it over to Arvidsson. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Puck grabbed by Arvidsson. And he takes the feed. Scooped up along the wall by Lindholm. Moves to Reeves. Gets the puck over to Dellandrea. And the puck sails into the bench, forcing a stoppage of play.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Bruins have spent the majority of tonight in the offensive zone, and they continue to lead big time here late in the second. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Pass across to Skinner. Pass to Esimov. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. San Jose's gained possession along the boards. Dumps the puck in. Boston's got the puck behind the net. Sends a pass over. Tries to get it to McAvoy. The Sharks have it from their own end. Directs it on over to Skinner. Orlov stick handling in his own zone. The Sharks played along the wing. Through center along the wing. Excellent use-up play to knock that puck down. Grabbed along the boards by Khrushchev. Intercepted at center by McAvoy.
Boston's been stifling their opponent all game long. They're right up in their face. They're turning over pucks. They're finding ways to interrupt the play. And, wow, they're going forward quick and in a hurry. And they're just dominating the scoreboard.
And that's broken up. San Jose's got the puck in the defensive end. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways.
Celebrini has got a lot of flash to his game, in particular with his hands and the ability to manipulate his opponent, but he gets caught on that one and the puck dies on his stick.
Takes the puck along the boards. From against the wall, it's centered out. Moves it quickly over to Celebrini. Gets the puck in deep. The Bruins gain possession. Saka's carrying it ahead. Desharnais got it in the defensive zone. Picked up along the wall by Celebrini. Handles the puck. Pushed away at center ice. Boston's got possession here in the offensive zone. Just enough to keep it out there. Quick cross ice pass to Delantria. Laying the body. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Oh, what a kick save. Tremendous athleticism on the play. Quick pass to Beecher. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Passes it over. They fight for it along the boards. Slows the feet in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Boston's got a hold of it along the wall. Lorai's lugging the puck. Throws it in. It's a straight-up race for the puck. And some good footwork to kick it away. Now he slides it up to Celebrini. The Bruins have it behind the cage. Boston's got it in their own zone. Dumps it in. The Sharks gain possession along the wall. Sends the pass over. The Bruins get a hold of the puck in their own end. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. The Sharks will play it from the defensive zone. At the point, they take control of it. Delay penalty looming. That's blocked. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Eklund's going off for a pair for cross-checking.
The body language on the bench says it all, James. They're all looking up at the time on the clock to see if it'll continue to run because they got to kill off this penalty when they're down a bunch of goals. I love the 1-3-1 set on the power play unit they used earlier. Listen, they had success, they scored, but there's so many variations off of it. I love the bumper position that can act as a decoy, allow the puck to get through to create those seams and open up those shot attack lanes.
And a great save! Sent into the offensive zone. Boston's got the puck along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Geekie. Moves it over!
Get out the ice packs, hey, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
Middlestats at the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage. San Jose's got the puck after winning the defensive zone face-off. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the puck. Puck picked up by Middlestat. There's the buzzer. 2 periods down, 1 more to go. They always say 3 is the magic number, and we've got period number 3 next.
Are you a super fan? Here's your chance to prove it. If you have the best decorated car or home, you could win ringside tickets to an upcoming game.
Welcome back to EA Sports, your home for all things hockey. Sabalski pounder. Here comes the third. Boston's won the opening draw, and their power play rolls on. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. And he takes the pass. And he passes it up ahead to Saka. And Skill using the stick to poke the puck away. Shot! And he turned that one aside. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Gaudette's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Dismiss that chance.
Nedeljkovic has made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Boston's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Takes the pass. The Sharks get a hold of the puck under man. Sends it in on the attack. The Bruins get a hold of the puck along the boards. Passed up ahead. Quick shot! That's blocked by Nedeljkovic.
Swayman's been balanced and in great position throughout this entire game, James, and he's weathered the storm at different times within it. Multiple big saves, and the timeliness of them are huge. I mean, coming up with a big one at the right time really sets the temperature for your team.
Winberg's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. The Sharks start with the puck in their own end. Here they come inside the neutral zone. The Sharks have it against the wall. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Middle stats going off for cross-checking.
The league is trying to crack down on the cross-checking penalties here, James. They got to eliminate it from the game. It's dangerous, it's reckless, and guess what? He's going to get the 2 minutes.
A little 4-on-4 hockey as both teams step inside the face-off circle.
Well, 4-on-4 is similar to 3-on-3. There's more ice available, and you can't just dump it in. You want to possess the puck and try and create numbers around the ice. That's 2-on-1s all over.
Yoki Haren's got it in the offensive zone. And just got a piece of it to keep it out. Desharnais crossed the line and is on the attack now. Penalty expires and the PP unit gets set to go to work. Oh, and a good textbook hit there. Simmons and he's got possession of the puck. Puck scooped up by Corrali. He tries to tuck it in. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. SMOT's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Smith's quick stick off the draw wins possession. Feeds it over to Eklund. Feeds it across. Oh, and he makes the save. I thought he was beaten on that one-timer, but no! The Sharks look to start the transition game. Here they come. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Pete.
Boston's been reading their opponents so well, knowing exactly what they're going to do. The scouting report has certainly worked its way into this game. They're shutting down everything, interfering with plays, and disrupting them. And, of course, it's a blowout because of it, James. You're getting the puck, and you're going north.
And the puck's kicked free. Slides it diagonally to Celebrini. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Puck slid down the ice. From behind the net, looks to break out. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Puts it on net. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. The Bruins gain control of the puck. Steps across the blue line. Great use of the point as he pokes that one away. And the puck's booted away. The Sharks take it along the wall. Middle stats now out of the box, and we are back to even strength.
That power play wasn't very good, James. Just really slow and methodical, an easy read for the PK unit. You got to fight to find something in the middle ice and get some shots on net.
Works it across to Lindholm. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. And he sidesteps the check there. Tries to feed it over to Goodrow. Pushes it across to Lindholm. Boston's got it along the wall. San Jose's grabbed a hold of the puck. Puts it in deep. The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Good fight for the puck along the boards. The Bruins take possession in the defensive end. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Takes a shot. Scores! And the pylon continues, and these home fans, I think, have had about enough.
Yeah, they have had enough, and they paid money, and they're leaving the building. Why? Because they are frustrated with their team. Just a lack of effort today and just getting blown out of the water.
The Bruins are having themselves a night. They probably don't want this one to end, Pounder.
Nah, I wouldn't. If you're padding the stats and you're putting up these kind of numbers, I mean, from start to finish, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
Broken up in the neutral zone by Toffoli. Ekman's going to play it against the half wall. Boston's got the puck along the boards. Quick feed to Kiki. Slides it on over to SMO. With some open space here in the neutral zone. Puck moved over to Wenberg. And now it's to Toffoli. Boston's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Beecher. Taken along the wall by Yokiharu. Picking up momentum inside the neutral zone. There's the whistle as the play was offside.
Lindholm's having himself a multi-point night, and these are the types of nights that you dream about, and I'm continuing to dream because I've never had multi-point nights. So you got to savor them, embrace them, and get as many minutes as you can when you're feeling it like this. That's why the coach is throwing him over the boards.
The Bruins have been the busier team offensively, and as a result, they lead it big time here in this third. Boston's won it. Moves it to McAvoy. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Picked off by Smith. Offside the call. We'll get a face-off coming up. Boston's have been on a roll offensively tonight, and they lead it here early in this third period. That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. Here's a shot. Scores! Well, they've got a mountain to climb, but at least it started the escalation.
Well, yeah, they're not at the base of the mountain anymore, but I'll tell you, they're looking up, and it's a long way to go. They're going to have to dig in, put their work boots on if they want to claw their way back into this one, James. This is kind of a do-whatever-it-takes kind of goal, and this is the type of goal that elevates your entire bench, James. It's not a highlight reel. It's not flashy. It's 100% effort.
The Sharks don't really have time on their side here, but at least they've got something to push with.
Yeah, really tough hole to climb out of, but certainly that one goal will give them a little bit of a lift. It's respectable.
And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a chance to the middle. And that's stopped. Dishes it off. Makes another stop. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Boston's put in a total team effort here this evening, and they lead it comfortably in the third. USA's got it, and they're on the attack. Shuts them down.
Swayman's able to put that puck to the corner, and it really keeps the puck out of harm's way. No second shot opportunity.
Moves it over to Lindholm. Rolls the puck along the half wall. Lays out to block the shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Taken by Celebrini. Angles it over to Skinner. Broken up at center by Pasternak.
Boston's been stifling their opponent all game long, just right up in their face. They're turning over pucks. They're finding ways to interrupt the play, and wow, they're going forward quick and in a hurry, and they're just dominating the scoreboard.
Blocked in traffic. Across the line from center. Boston's got the puck in their own end. Moves it quickly over to McAvoy. Slides the puck to Costello. Looks to set up at the point now. Picked up along the boards by Costello. With the steal. Here's a chance. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. Here's a shot. And that comes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. With possession along the wall. Back to the blue line. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Answered the call on that play. Cuts to the front. Put it off the post.
Boston's trying to increase their lead, and they're sitting pretty comfortable right now, just dominating possession in the offensive zone. This one wires right off the post, but nonetheless, they are always retrieving and hounding the puck. Great game by them.
The Bruins have it now. On the attack along the boards. Quick pass across to Gaudreau. Gets the puck in deep. The Bruins have it from their own end. Quick pass to Pete. Boston's on the attack. The Sharks grab possession of the puck. Looks to make a play over to Gaudreau. Sends it into the offensive zone. Boston's got a hold of it against the wall. And that's off the stick. And the puck dies with the trapper save. Boston's laying a pounding on the opposition tonight, generating numerous scoring chances and converting on what feels like almost all of them. Fires one on goal, and he's got that one. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Simmons says he's got a hold of the puck now. And he slides it quickly to Ario. Takes the feed. Slides it across. Passes it over. Windberg's picking up momentum through center. Shakes the defender. He's on a breakaway. He scores! Breakaway in the back of the net.
Well, even as he was encroaching on the goaltender here, James, you knew that he had a ton of confidence, and he has got some resources. He's got a great skill set, and he buries it. But this breakaway is perfectly executed, James. He knows his bread and butter is his great shot, and he sees an opening, and he takes it.
The Sharks are starting to show a little respectability here amongst themselves as they get one back.
Yeah, it's about mojo. It's how you end the game with good habits, because you want to make sure that you don't carry the beginning of the game into your next one.
Fires it! Just wide! The Sharks have it against the wall. They go on the attack through center. Sends it over! And he gets a piece of that one and denies it! Scooped up along the wall by Pasternak. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Can't keep a hold of it. Here's a shot and makes the save. Scrum ensues along the boards. Quick feed to Minton. And that's a great heads-up play by Misa. Steps into the offensive end. Boston's got control of it now from their own end. moving the puck through his own zone. Oh, he steps into the line of fire and blocks it. One times it. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Wenberg's been around the net all night long here, James, and you know he's going to like that one. Finally getting a tally with another opportunity. Finally executes, but you got to love the puck touches that he's had and the fact that he stayed the course and didn't get frustrated with himself.
Boston's been way more active here tonight on the ice, and they have certainly capitalized on their opportunities and continue to lead in the third. Here's a rocket of a shot, and that somehow stayed out of the net. Here's a short pass to Pasternak. From center they get into the attacking area. Feeds it over. Pinned up along the boards. Desharnais got a hold of the puck behind the net. The Sharks will play it from the defensive zone. Skinner's got it against the boards. Boston's got the puck along the wall. Unable to reach that one. And there's the whistle icing the call.
Here's a change.
The Bruins have looked good tonight, especially offensively here in this third period. Scoops up the puck off the draw. They gain the zone from the left side. San Jose's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And now it's grabbed by Toffoli. Slides the puck across to Eklund. Fires it on net. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Swayman. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. The Bruins get a hold of the puck in their own end. Moves it to Costello. Boston's got the puck along the wall. Slides it diagonally to Eklund. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Puck grab by Beecher. The Bruins carried along the wall. Goes right to the crease. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Well, he's going to win the foot race to the net here, but he's got to have the courage to do it as well. He fights for the space to get the shot off. That's a high-danger scoring chance, just doesn't connect.
Boston's played arguably their most complete game of the season based on how they have delivered shots on net and lead here big time in the third. Beecher's got the puck. San Jose's got possession of the puck. Shot attempt completely fails on that. Moves it quickly over to Orlov. He grabs the puck here at the point. Glove save. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. And sneaks in and grabs possession. The Bruins move to the offensive zone. Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough. Goes to the crease. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
What a sequence. I mean, he has been outstanding making consecutive saves. I mean, his defense, they got to start playing.
And forces a huge turnover here with the steal.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately, it goes the other way.
And a stick break setup. Lets it fly. And he makes the save. Oh, and it's another save on the play.
I'm not sure if anyone's helping him out there, but he's dialed in and doing it all himself, making consecutive saves.
Quick pass to Kiki. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. San Jose's moving it along the wing. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Works it across to Toffoli. Big hit along the board.
He was so aggressive on this one, James. He recognizes that he's got to close, and then shoulder on shoulder. This is a clean hit and disrupts the player from the puck. That's a beauty.
And the puck's knocked
goals on the board tonight, and you know that both teams are looking to pad their stats. A lot of players in on the action. That's got to give you confidence and make you feel good.
No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. And it's kicked away. Quick feed to Pasternak. Gains the zone through the middle. They've got the defense outnumbered. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Moves it on over to Toffoli. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. The Bruins get a hold of the puck along the boards. The Sharks gain control of it. The Bruins gain control of the puck. Here's a short pass to Lindholm. Shot! Glove save!
These are the types of games that offense love and defense hates here, James. I mean, the puck is going north-south every single time. Both teams trading chances at either end.
The Bruins are in the home stretch of this one here in the third period and lead by a wide margin. The Sharks take possession off the faceoff. Tries to feed it over to Skinner. The Sharks are across the line and into the offensive end. And he had an answer with that save. The Bruins have been relentless in the offensive zone tonight, and they continue to lead in the third. Minton's won it off the faceoff. Moves it to Chanot. From the open ice, they gain the line. Slides it over to Skinner. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Here's a feed in front. Great defensive hits on play to pick it off. Solid check to slow him down. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Celebrini. He stops that one. The Bruins get a hold of the puck. And that one's picked off. On the redirect. Denies him. Intercepts the pass. Oh, what a save.
That doesn't swing momentum in your favor. I don't know what will, James. That's a last-ditch effort to make a play. What a beautiful save. The goaltender, they have to have talent. They have to have mobility. They have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have a willingness to find it and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-willing, and you make the save.
Well, a huge face-off coming up here.
Well, you know that you want to gain possession and you want to keep the pressure on because the goaltender is the only one who can't change, and he is the most fatigued guy on the ice. So you want to find ways to get some net front presence, get shots through the net because, man, he needs a rest.
San Jose's got the puck along the boards. Skinner's stick handling in his own zone. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Boston's shown no signs of slowing down here tonight as they continue to lead by a wide gap in the third. The Sharks win the draw. Dishes it off. Denied by the defender. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Swayman.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Here's a shot. Easily turned away with the glove. And he dodges the puck check there. The Bruins take it along the wing. Dumps it into the ozone. San Jose's got the puck. Moves it quickly over to Dellandrea. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. The Bruins move the puck in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Corrali. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Shakes himself free.
Oh, I mean, you have to shake your defender, which is not easy to do, but it's power, it's explosiveness, and then the recognition that you created the lane for yourself. I love it from start to finish. That's a tremendous goal.
San Jose's got one back, but Cheryl, they need more.
They need more, and they're going to have to pay the price to get to the paint, the most coveted spot on the ice, fight through traffic, and find a way to get the puck to the net.
Moves it to the middle, and that doesn't connect. Angles it over to Khrushchev. Across the line. Quick pass across to Saka. Receives the pass. San Jose's looking to break out of their own end. Moves it over to Misa. Into the attacking area from the left side. Takes a shot. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Slides the puck ahead to Saka. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Zaka is so difficult to stop in tight, and he's got magic hands, but unfortunately this time it doesn't go his way as he tries to get a little nifty. Sometimes simple is the best way to go.
San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. Slides the puck across to Orlov. And now he moves it to Godet. Here's a chance! And he makes the save. Esteban's got it in the defensive end. Quick feed to Kiki. And that's blocked away. Hammers a shot!
Letty's really struggling out there right now, James. Really laboring to get off of the ice. Really wants to make sure he's defensively responsible, but he needs to get off.
Shot! Turns it aside with the glove. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up.
Letty's in a lot of pain here, James, as he's trying to make his way back to the bench. He was injured somewhere in the shift, showing his passion to try and stay committed to the play, but he's got to get off.
A critical draw here. The Sharks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. The Bruins have been handed 2 for interference.
I understand when you're racing for the puck to stand in the way of your opponent to slow them down, but if you hang out there too long, you're going to get the interference call.
San Jose's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
It can certainly be frustrating when you get multiple opportunities and you don't cash in. Well, they have another opportunity right now. The focus has to be to win the faceoff, get to their positions, and put the puck to the net. Keep it simple.
Nice here with the save. Boston's got the puck shorthanded. Nice job to escape the zone. The Sharks gain possession. San Jose's got the puck in the defensive end. Here's a pass to the middle.
I love the patience of this power play. It's all about puck movement, and when you're going to let a shot go, you want to make sure that there's traffic net front, and that's exactly what happens. The goaltender screen, and they find the back of the net.
San Jose's got to be feeling confident now, getting that one back, Cheryl.
And it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, James. They've held the lead, and they've given up one. Now they're within 1 goal, which means it's striking distance in the third period. As a defender, you know when they're coming, and they got to win this faceoff and dictate the pace.
Nice feed from the right wing. Slides it diagonally to Celebrini. And they turn it over in the neutral zone. Takes the feed. Up along the wing. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. Boston's got it in the neutral zone. Now over to Wenberg. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. And he gives it over to Arvidsson. Moves the puck. Boston's got it in their own zone.
Well, if you want to be out there at the end of the game, you got to make smart decisions with the puck, and that's one right there. Just electing to put the puck in deep and play safe.
Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. The Sharks have it now. Here's a short pass to Ferraro. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Gets a piece of it to keep it out.
Swayman's got great rebound control and just pushes that out of harm's way.
San Jose's time is running out in this one to try to even things up. They've had plenty of scoring chances, but no finish tonight. Boston's won the face-off deep in their own end. Moves it to Kiki. Over the line they come. And that's intercepted by Iorio.
Well, you play the game differently depending on the situation. When you're up, you got to know it, and you got to game manage, and you got to puck manage. That turnover, coach isn't going to like that one at all.
The Sharks really need a goal here. They pull the goalie, and the extra attacker's out. San Jose's got it in their own zone. Slides the puck over. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Pass in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. That is a lonely cage at the other end of the ice here, Cheryl.
Well, it certainly is, and an extra attacker on the ice. Possession is critical. Got to win this face-off.
Moves it quickly over to Iorio. Handles the puck in the corner. And scores!
Are you kidding me? Right in the dying seconds of the game, they put on the full court press, and they get rewarded. They get the equalizer. This could be a no team. Well, the goaltender makes their way to the bench, so the extra attacker is on. It's all about urgency, being first to the puck, owning it, and look to attack at all costs.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. San Jose's won the draw in the neutral zone. Launches them into the boards. Drills them. Works it across to Lindbergh. Broken up at center by Saka. Oh, great move to side sending the check. This has been a barn burner tonight as the horn sounds, and we are going to overtime. If you thought this was dramatic, you ain't seen nothing yet. Stay with us.
If you are the holder of the winning ticket, please take it to our customer service kiosk in section 144 on the concourse before the end of tonight's game to claim your prize. And thank you for supporting minor league hockey in your community.
Letty's out for the remainder of the game, James, with that injury he suffered earlier. We just received word from the staff that he will be out for an indefinite amount of time.
An unfortunate storyline here throughout the game, and now we know for sure he won't be back. The Sharks gain possession along the wall. Orlov's taking the puck behind his net. Handles the pass. Here's a chance on the attack. And he comes up with the glove save. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Directed over to Lindholm. Boston's on the attack. Gets in front of it. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And off the draw, they'll take possession. Right through center and into the offensive zone. And that tears off a body in traffic. Kiki's got it into offensive territory. Tries to feed it over to Saka. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Ekman. Picks up the puck in his own end. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Lindholm's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Pasternak's gained the line and on the attack. And he heard the answer on that one. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And that carries off a stick. Looks to end it! Stockton will play on!
Oh, he's so frustrated at that. He wanted to be the hero and convert in overtime, James. Instead, you see the frustration on him. Nedeljkovic has made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that. But he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
A critical draw here. Boston's won the draw, no goal to work. Stopped by the goaltender. The Sharks scoop it up along the boards. The Bruins gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Gains this one from the right. Puck picked up by Arvidsson. Boston's got it against the boards. Quick pass to Arvidsson. He's got a step. Looking to end it. Big time save and will play on. Scores! What an OT winner! A tenacious effort, and they get rewarded with the OT victory.
He's going to get this on and off of his stick on the backhand in a hurry here, James. Really nice play, knowing where everyone is, in particular the goaltender in that low slot area.
Well, that puts a bow on the night here this evening from all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cybulski. See ya.